Good morning, all. Myself Krishna, and today session I'm going to brief insight about OCI cloud infrastructure. So when we talk about OCI infrastructure, it mainly contains region, AD, availability domain, fault domain, tenancy, compartment, VCN, virtual cloud network, IAM. It was formerly IDCS, storage service. So I will talk in details. So first I will start with the region. In the region, um, refer to geographical area. So when you are going to subscribe any OCI um, domain, generally client used to prefer their native region because it will be compliant with legal and any regulatory requirement. So if region is your home region, you will have certain benefit like redundancy, reliability, and low latency. So if a client is in Frankfurt region, they would prefer going with Frankfurt. If they are US region, they will prefer going with US. Coming to other point is availability domain. So in availability domain, it's one or more data center. So in the region, mostly you can see one or max three AD here in the region. So this is kinds of data center located within the region. Fault domain is l- kinds of logical grouping of hardware and infrastructure within availability domain. So this architecture is little complex, but for now, you just think this is 180 and it has three fault domain. So if any machine has any problem, uh, other will be taken care so that your system, your application will be up and running. Tenancy is Oracle Cloud account given to you when you register for OCI. Now coming to compartment. Compartment is kinds of logical container. We used to which is used to manage and organize resources. In Azure, we used to call it a resource group. So generally, we used to set up compartment for all the resources. Um, like if you are working on dev, you go with dev compartment. So all the required resources will fall under this compartment. And why compartment is required? Because you can manage your resource in more organized way, and you will not conflict with other environment resource. And when you are going to create a resource, you need to select the compartment. So compartment you can organize the resource. You will have better access control and billing and quotes also you can see compartment wise so that you will know like this compartment how much it cost monthly. And this diagram, it says like in the region we have AD1, AD2, and within AD you have number of resources. And for the resources, you gonna have this subnet, public, private, and how they are associated. Uh, so there will be virtual vision within that. I will be talking in my consecutive videos. This instance computes CPU. So in OCI infrastructure, you can create number of instance, and generally we have three different type of instances. One is bare model. A bare model, you are going to have direct access to the uh, infrastructure here, hardware access directly. In the virtual, second is virtual machine, and third is dedicated VM host. So this VM is multi-tenant and this is dedicated VM where it is single tenant. And it comes in various shape. Uh, When we are going to create a compute instance, you can see a number of shapes, size, pricing, everything available. So this generally comes from client. Client used to say this is what their budget and this is what their requirement, and based on that you can select those uh, shapes and size. Coming to virtual cloud network, so when you set up number of resource, generally they need to have network to enable communication, and for that only we required virtual cloud network. And like I said in the beginning, we are going to have region. Within region, um, you can see the availability domain, and within domain you can you can create compartment. That compartment can span all across. Yeah, it can specific to any of the AD. Coming to IAM service, which formerly known as IDCS, now it got changed to IAM. This is about managing access policy groups for the resources. So whatever resource you are going to create, you need to have some policy, and you are keeping users and group to grant the access. So this is your diagram. You can see here we have identity and permission, and this point is policy is required for the compartment, and compartment holding all the resources. And you can enable policy like who all can access these resources. Identity will have groups and users, and uh, these groups will this users associated with these groups, and instead of adding one by one to a user, you can define group, and um, you can set roles for them. Coming to a storage service, we have different type of storage in OCI. You can see block volume, local NVMe. You can have file storage. You can have object storage, and you can have archive storage. I haven't used block volume and local NVMe, but I have used file storage, which is uh, predominantly used widely for any of the transactional data. So from end system, you will get data, and you can uh, you can build process where you can consume data and do lots of data enrichment, and then you can call the system. Object storage is independent of a server, and this used to hold unstructured data. Archive storage, I have used to archive some file. So generally, in this requirement of what happens uh, we when you don't um, when in the archive storage, generally we are using if uh, uh, if we want to hold some data for the longer time, where where client is not ready to pay much. So in the list payment, you can use this setup. Yeah, so this is all for today video. I will be catching tomorrow with some new topic. Bye bye.